Nope, nothing. Didn't say. And that's the problem I have with the Democratic Party. Hey, good morning.
Hey,
Welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Hey.
Typical Thursday Kathy morning.
That's right.
Right on time.
Yeah. Show starts 9-ish. 9:10. Kathy says, be there in a minute. Well, it's 9:12. She's still not here.
Oh, it is on Walden time. You know that, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's always on Walden time. This whole world runs on Walden time, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, how you doing, Rich?
Good, you?
I'm good. Busy. A lot of sea unicorn stuff going on. I know that's. I want to check something. This whole world runs on Walden time, apparently. Yeah. So, I'm just. How you doing, Rich? Good. I'm just checking the volumes and stuff because sometimes it's a little different between these microphones and stuff. So, anywho.
Anyway.
Yeah. So busy week up at Todd Stadium. We have a game tonight against the Worcester Bravehearts, Worcester has a stacked lineup. They're in first place in the Futures League, and that's tonight at 6:30, which you'll be able to find right here on any of the SNSN socials and even my own personal one. We put it on there.
Does that league play all summer?
No. It's yes and no. I mean, it'll end at the second week in August, which are the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is because they're college kids and they have to get back to school. True. And they have to stop at a certain point. So before they can get back to school, even though they're not playing baseball right now, during the fall,
right?
In their respective schools, but it has to be done, at a certain point. Oh, Walden time. Yeah. Here she is, and she's still sleeping.
I feel like it.
That's it.
Out there.
Good morning, Kim. Hey, what's up? Thanks for jumping in. We love it when people say hello, so because we know you're there. Trolls suck.
Trolls are fun.
No, because you don't. No, trolls only suck when they don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather have them say "f you." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we say no, you're
they can
there.
be entertaining.
Oh, they can be entertaining, but anyway.
You can have fun with them.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. So at least Kimmy says hello. I called her Kimmy. Oh my gosh, she's gonna kill me.
Who's Kimmy?
Oh, she's a friend of mine. Her name's Kim. Oh. And I know her from TikTok. That's how I met her, and we've become really good friends, along with many others. Yeah. But I'm just, so.
It's crazy how online social media stuff connects people. I mean, I know that's kind of the intention, but it's just wild how small the world is.
Well, I think social media makes the world smaller. So.
Yep.
That's how I met you. Did you remember that? I think I told you this, and you totally, and I'll tell you how I know.
Okay, go ahead.
Because
was that a high school cheerleader website or
something? No.
I was more of a tomboy. I didn't do cheerleading.
No, this was before you and Rich got married.
Yeah, right.
This is before you and Rich got married. it was on Facebook, and I commented something on whether I said happy birthday or something
Okay,
or whatever, and then you started and you slipped into my DMs.
I did, really?
Yes, you did.
About what?
Well, I don't know, just hi, thanks. I remember you
Huh.
growing up or something. You told me that.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
because I have family here. So when I was younger, I spent
Right.
a lot of time
No, it wasn't
here.
anything weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. No, I don't remember that at
no.
all.
And then you started telling me about your medical cleaning business.
Oh, I was trying to market. I would message everybody and anybody because I was trying to market that
thanks.
thing.
I feel extremely special now.
Used and abused.
Used and abused.
Actually,
Thrown in the corner.
so it was hard to market that business.
Sure.
That's how I met Rich.
Yeah. Have you had a sloppy death?
No. That's how I met
Dismemberment?
Rich. It's
Call
so
Kathy.
it's so weird because I guess I popped up on one of his like suggested people or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So he started looking at my profile. He messaged me.
Gotcha.
And then I looked at his profile and I'm like, ooh, firefighter. He may be able to get me some jobs. And that's when I started. That's how I started talking to him.
Use and abuse. See?
Yeah.
And there it is. There it is. Proof's in the pudding.
That's how I started talking to him.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. And he worked at a police station. I'm like, score. This is like exactly what I need
Wow.
for my business.
I'm going to marry him.
Jeez, Rich, now you know what you're really worth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he
my
knew. I
God.
told him right off the bat. I was upfront with it.
And she goes down them dark alleys into them tractor trailers.
Yeah.
And
That
go
was a
do
little
some
scary.
cleaning.
Nah.
Yeah.
All right,
those
Kim says, "I promise I'm not going to kill you for calling me Kimmy." Good. Woo, woo-hoo. So that's a good thing. But we do we like people to say hello in the chat room, and regardless, if you want to talk about anything that we're talking about, but it's nice to know if they're there, right?
Yeah.
So Kathy especially wants to know, so she can start her new death cleaning business.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
Shut that one down.
Capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Shut that one down.
Have you ever had any? How did you get into that? That's the thing. Is how did you get into cleaning up like dead people remains?
Blood
So
and guts, yeah.
Yeah.
I worked for a pharmaceutical company for almost 20 years. Got laid off. Had a very sweet severance package where I didn't need to work for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of bored. I just want to own my own business. I want to do my own thing. I don't want to answer to anybody.
Yep.
And I literally just started Googling businesses to own. And it popped up. It was a franchise. And it was like, your typical, like your, got junk things or your, whatever.
No
Water.
experience needed.
Yeah, water systems, like
No selling.
filtration, whatever.
$1,200
It's like
a
all
month.
that kind of stuff.
You won't get any argument from the customers most of the time, right?
So,
Yeah, they're not going to say
No.
it.
No. So, and I just kept scrolling and I found crime scene cleaning. And I was like, oh my God, that's it right there. I could totally do that. So I started looking into it and contacted the franchise, and the ball just started rolling from there. So I went out to Colorado where their headquarters were, went to a few meetings, signed the agreement, and I was a franchisee.
Very good.
A franchise, franchisee.
So
I would not recommend doing a franchise to anybody.
no, because
just do it on your own.
They're getting a cut of your work.
Yeah.
They were getting a cut, and this is part of
They're making a lot. Yeah.
this was probably part of the problem was they got a cut of my monthly invoices,
Mhm.
whether I was getting paid or not. And a lot of the time I wasn't getting paid
yeah.
because the insurance companies would fight the claims
Mhm.
and either not pay it, and then it would go to private pay, and it was expensive. It's
So
biohazard.
you would bill an insurance company, is what you?
Yeah.
That's how you would get paid.
Under certain circumstances, yes. Other circumstances, it was private pay,
Yeah.
and a lot of people couldn't afford it. I mean, it was
How much did it cost? How much did
Like an
a crime
average-
scene
like so
cleanup cost?
suicide with
Okay.
a firearm. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Something like that back then was $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, depending on how much time there was, what needed to be cleaned up, what needed to be removed, and
Yeah.
what needed to be disposed of. Because the
Okay.
disposal fees for biohazard also
Sure.
are up there.
You mean like
Biohazard waste or
Yeah,
Like what?
it's bio
Like-
blood and all that stuff is biohazard.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't know
All right.
what's in
See,
it.
I don't.
you know.
You can't pay me enough to do that.
Oh,
I would no.
I had no problem with
No.
that whatsoever.
black bags.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, I mean, I was in a full biohazard suit with the respirators, the whole everything, and And when Rich and I got together, actually, he went on a few
But I think
jobs with
walking
me.
in there and seeing it, the shock from the beginning would be like, oh no.
The
If I'm
person's
scooping
already
up,
gone, right?
Yeah, the person's gone. So
I understand that, but
it's
still,
just the
but the brain on the
aftermath.
floor is not.
Yeah,
You know,
you don't. It's like I don't
gross.
know. No, I didn't see it that way at all. I mean, I was there to do
I
a
think
job.
you'd have to, right?
Yeah, I was there to do a job, and I'd walk in, and I mean, I saw some pretty nasty things, and my biggest thing was trying to, because I have to take before pictures and after pictures because the franchise wanted to see that we were doing the right job and all that stuff. So I was real big on just making sure I was getting all the right angles of the before pictures and the after pictures so that they could do the comparison and that sort of thing. But
Justin Tucker says, morning team, Minosk, Tuck. So anyway, yeah, that's wow.
It was interesting. We did hoarding jobs too, and
okay,
because that could be biohazard. Most of the time with hoarding, you have animals.
Are you
rats,
are you getting
mice.
just the body themselves, or are you cleaning up the entire area?
Clean up the entire area.
Oh,
so
okay.
I mean, in some cases, we're cutting up floorboards, we're cutting out walls. I did a job by myself, and there was a king size mattress, and I just had to physically just cut it up. I took a box cutter and started cutting it away so I could bring it out in pieces.
So Justin says, "Great morning conversation. Goes good with English muffin and jelly, especially if it's
like
cherry or raspberry preserves. You know, that's excellent."
Absolutely.
Kim says, "I love the show the first 48 hours, but I don't know if I could do the crime cleaning."
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as it sounds. It's
it is. To you know what I mean? And I mean, it's like your daughter's going into mortuary science, right?
I couldn't do either one of them.
Yeah.
No, apple don't far fall from the tree.
Yeah.
Because in a way, they're very similar.
Yeah.
She may have to pick up a tragic situation, you know? How do you do that? Shovel?
No. Oh, well, like you mean on actual body or the parts?
Yeah.
An actual body? No, usually a couple of people there. If you're going to a scene, there'd probably be one or two people there, and you put them in the bag and lift them up.
Now, do you do that? Would you do that? No. Okay, so you wouldn't do that.
I had nothing to do with the actual body or person.
Got it. Okay.
Just the blood and guts.
Just the blood and guts aftermath, basically.
Got it.
Is what I would do.
All right, that's not terrible.
Yeah, no, there was no body there. The hardest part, honestly, for me was dealing with the family. That was hard because you had to be so sensitive to, the situation and, I mean, you're performing something. The job has to be done. It's got to be done somehow.
I think you would do that without them there,
There were some places, some jobs I went to where the family insisted on staying there, and I would just close the door to whatever room I was in. And there was one where we did a bathroom, and my sister and I were working on it, and we're like in our full gear with all of our cleaning stuff and all of everything, all of our supplies in a tiny little bathroom because they insisted on being there. And so we had to shut the door. Oh my God, I thought I was going to pass out. I mean, it was a little toasty, a little warm in there with all the, and then everything going on.
So I'm thinking this is not a thing that you would go ahead and actually like run promotions on. Like 2-for-1 sale and stuff like that. No, we did veteran discounts and things like that. Any local police force, we would, if there was like a suicide or something, we would just we'd reach out and do it for free. Yep. Things like that. Like we tried to be very friendly with first responders. But a private family, it was like you sit down with them and negotiate price. You'd push the envelope to them, and they would say too high, and you'd say, "Let me go check with my manager." See if there's anything we can do business with today.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean,
I make fun of it, but I couldn't do it.
And that part was tough because I'd have to here they are experiencing this loss, and I'd be like, "Hey, do you have homeowners insurance?"
You don't have a sense of humor, otherwise you lose your mind.
There was definitely a sense of humor. I mean, behind the scenes, absolutely. Yeah. But we also did like clean outs for folks who, drugs were involved, and actually worked with realtors to get odors out of things. We had chemicals that would like lift the odor out of like cement and porous materials and things like that.
Odors get into cement. It is porous. So,
like cat urine is a big one, like in basements or musty basements, like for old houses.
So you're not really
pull it
all there
out.
just,
It
you know,
wasn't
after
just blood and
like,
guts.
yeah, okay.
It wasn't
Got
just
it,
blood
got
and
it,
guts.
got
That
it.
was a big part of it, and honestly, I preferred those jobs over like the hoarding jobs, and the hoarding was just boring. But I think that might be where Nick might have gotten into like his collecting things, because I used to bring him on the hoarding jobs with me.
Bring a
You
finger.
you're just like chucking stuff into a dumpster. Like, here, just, you're throwing stuff out
One
windows
for the
into
dumpster,
dumpsters.
two for the truck.
Yeah,
One for
and
the
now here
dumpster,
he
two for
is
the
all
truck.
these years later, and he's got a junk removal
yeah.
business where he's actually cleaning them
3
out
shops at the
himself.
flea market. He's moving
Yeah.
on. Yep. Like Fred Sanford.
Jimmy Hamill says, wow, I'm learning so much about you, Kathy, that I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Crime scene cleaning. It was fun.
How long did you do it? And why did you give it up?
A few years. I gave it up because I wasn't making the money that I should have been making. Like I said, the hardest part for me was dealing with families.
Yeah.
So if, like, say, an insurance company, homeowners insurance should have been covering it, and of course they were fighting it, then it was up to the family or whoever to pay privately, and it's a lot of money. I mean, one simple job was, could have been between $5,000 and $10,000.
Sure.
It's a lot, and I just didn't have the heart to go after them. As a business owner, I know as business wise, you put a lien on their house and, collections and all that stuff. But I'm like, God, these people, they're whoever just, shot themselves in their bedroom. And here I am saying, pay me, pay me, pay me. That was what I had trouble with.
Yeah.
And when I ended up closing it down, I was like, enough. And I think it had almost $40,000 in
collectibles and, receivables and.
Yep, but I was still paying the franchise, the percentage on all those, because it was.
You get that big severance.
So,
who cares?
Well, after a few years, that started running out. But so then I just ended up getting back into nursing, and now I'm back in pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
So. Yep.
Interesting. So, the title of the show today is "Ever Have Strange Sightings?" Or whatever. Have you ever had any
paranormal?
Yeah. Have you ever had any like that going on a cleaning? And all of a sudden, Joni is still there.
I don't think, not that I recall. No, not that I recall.
Grandma's still circling around the
right. No, not at any of those
Didn't know
jobs.
she was dead, I gotta make cookies.
Mm-hmm. No, not that I can remember.
Okay.
Not at those jobs.
But have you ever had any really weird sightings? Like Rich and I were talking this morning before you got here. Right? Because everybody's here before.
I took a lot of sleepy stuff last night.
Well, you get here on time, you can be privy to that stuff.
Yeah, right.
Well, she is in pharmaceuticals. He had I'll let you tell the story.
So last night after we left down there, Wayne, myself, and Cheryl, we stopped. We had a couple of drinks at Rubino's, and we went home. We got home at 9:30. So this morning there was a question of late night. So it was an easy night. Rich wasn't there. I don't know what to tell you. But, so we got home, and she said to me this morning, she says, "Did you send your sister a text from my phone last night at 10:30?" I'm like, "How would I get into your phone?" She uses, I don't know, the fingerprint, the face, whatever she does. Listen, I can't. It's bomb proof to me, So I says, "No." I says, and she said, "Well," so she showed me the text. It was to my sister. I says, "No, I did not." So we were kind of debating over like what time we got home last night. And I said, "Well, that text got sent at like 10:25 or whatever it was." And she says, "Well, we were home before that." And I says, "Yeah." So I went and I pulled up my Ring camera downstairs, and it was really weird that when I looked at the camera from.
Can you send one of those videos? Can you?
I don't know. I can try.
You can usually share them, yeah.
Yeah. Can you share them like with like my DM on Facebook? Because I can actually throw it in the thing here for the show. If you don't mind, because it's your personal house and stuff.
Nothing to hide there. That's for sure.
No, I know, but I didn't want to go ahead and start showing people your home.
No. Oh, you saw the photo. You saw the video. It's dark.
Yeah.
So we got home at this was some strange stuff. At 9:34 last night is when we came in the door down here.
So you came home and
Right. I'm trying to get back to that.
but really what it was stuff that was happening before you got home.
Right.
Ugh.
So I'm scrolling through these things, right? And I get to I'll pick this one. So at 10:38
Actually, can you send it to me first?
So see that? That's the door going outside. That's my motorcycle. See that white, like whatever they are doing that?
Rich, see if you can share it with me.
So you know what that looks like to me? Because we get those on our cameras. That to me looks like a spider web with light bouncing off of it.
Go to Messenger. No, down here. Right there. And then whatever.
Yeah, search up.
Right there. There's my name right there. And then just hit send.
So
that way it'll come to my computer here.
So it looks like a spider web, like a piece of a spider web with light bouncing off of it.
Yeah.
Because I do get those at home too, but it is because it kind of in the video it looked like it moved.
Yeah.
See how you can see kind of a line?
No.
There's
so hang with me, folks, because I'm going to show
that
this
is
video.
It is creepy. Oh,
look where it goes.
Oh. That's moving a lot. And it's not like that's outside, right?
No, that's in the basement.
Yeah,
so
then, there's like no wind or anything.
Right. So when we got home,
that's creepy.
I think this is the one. So now we come in. You can see it moving.
Yep.
Lights go on and whatnot. Whatever's going on there. Now it's gone.
All right. So I'm sharing it right now. Well, at what point? At what part of the video? Because it goes 2:05. So
that one
right in the beginning, I think, from what he was showing on here.
Yep, there it is. Now that to me, honestly, looks like a spot on the camera.
But the way it moves, watch it move.
Yeah, watch it move.
That's true. Yeah,
it goes way up.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Well, 4 of them really.
Now look where it goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't remember if probably at that hour the central air conditioning because it runs down through there. And I do have a register there, but it blows down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think it was on. Usually, once you get past like 8 o'clock at night, so it's cool enough outside. It doesn't come on too often overnight.
Now, I mean, this is on a Ring camera. Obviously, it can't really be messed around with.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
just
a Ring camera
too. You can use it as a tabletop.
Right. I have those too. And there's not a whole lot you can do with them. Yeah. You can't really fake these videos or anything. Well, you could.
Not on this one. This is.
But
this was all night long. This was going on.
Right. That's kind of weird.
And right up till, I think the last one I looked at was probably 4 or 5 o'clock this morning.
That's so weird. So somebody texted your sister from your wife's phone, and then you had this in your basement.
I think it was her.
Right. That's kind of weird. All right.
That your sister? Oh, no, Cheryl. Oh.
So I think that's
she decided to dip into the Rich Wasselick. I'll have the raspberry Stoli with Sprite.
Oh.
And she had 3 of them, and I tell you what, they were big glasses.
Yeah.
But she was already in bed at that point. She stayed up for a little bit, but then she went to bed, and she always leaves her phone in the living room. She was in bed when that text got sent.
Oh, that's
so. Cheryl wants you to tell the story about your mom's clock.
Mom's clock.
Rich can tell you about mom's clock.
Oh, her mother. The clock we got from her mother. It's one of them pendulum clocks. Mm-hmm. That thing never moved. You could never get that thing to move. When she died, you can't stop that thing.
Oh my God, that's creepy.
That thing goes back and forth constantly.
Oh my God.
After my mother-in-law died.
That's creepy.
So,
wow.
Lisa and Joyce, if you're listening, things do happen.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of Annabelle, the doll?
Yeah.
I have.
Did you hear about lately, supposedly this paranormal investigator unexplained died while they were moving Annabelle?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I did hear that. Just yesterday, crazy, I think it came through. Or came over. I saw that was it yesterday? The day before. But yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it. I just saw the headline, but yeah, creepy.
Before we go any further, we should actually sing happy birthday to Jamie Hamill.
Oh.
It's her birthday. Ready?
No, I'm not singing.
No, we're going to do real fast. Ready? Just real fast. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Jamie. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Jamie.
29 again.
All right. So Yeah, it's really weird because Kathy will clean blood and guts, but she won't sing happy birthday.
Yeah, no, blood and guts that's just cringy.
It's
Blood and
just
guts is fine. But
that's
singing
just
happy
hot.
birthday to somebody is cringy.
Blood and guts is hot. Thank God. So she says thank you. We do like it when people chat. Gives us a little hope.
So paranormal stuff, I can tell you, I have had some instances where that's happened in the past. A house I lived in years ago.
Now, just so you, none of us are, we're not sitting here saying we're psychic or anything
God,
like that.
no.
Just
No. And honestly, up until the point I'm about to tell you, I was like, man, no. But there were a few times in this one house, and it wasn't an old house. It wasn't built on some burial ground or anything like that.
Yep.
But we just started seeing just weird things around the house. You'd hear things at night, just, whatever.
Sure.
And one night, my brother, we had like a basement that had a pool room and, all this other, like a hangout spot in the basement. And my brother took Nick down, and Nick was a baby, 2 years old, brought him down there. And I guess Nick told him, oh, Booba, I don't want to come down here. That man in the corner scares me. And he's like, what? What are you talking about? That man in the corner? And he's like, that one right there. And he's like pointing to a corner in the basement.
This is Nick.
And yeah. And my brother, who's like this big, he came running up those stairs so fast with Nick, white as a ghost. He was like, I'm never going back down there again.
Really?
And then after that, there were other instances where my sister and I were like say this is the counter. Like I was making a sandwich for the kids, and we're just sitting here BSing, and I had, I don't know, mayonnaise or mustard or something, I forget, like on the counter. And as we're talking, we both watched it lift up off the counter and just go to the floor. And we just stopped. And I'm like, did you just see that? She's like, yeah. So that wasn't on the edge, right? It didn't fall. Like it just lifted up and fell onto the floor. It was the creepiest thing. And then the other thing I remember is we used to have a bunch of people coming over. Pocketbooks and things would be, they would hang them on our chairs, and then people put their coats over them. Sure. This one time the coats moved, pocketbook lifted up and fell onto the floor. Huh. And it was always in front of multiple people. Yeah. So those types of things, I was like, oh, no thanks. Like it would creep me out.
I had a situation once. I mean, I've had a bunch of things that have happened, but a lot of it has basically been like sleeping, but like so lucid and so exact that you really kind of wonder. But there was one time that when Airmonies was still open, myself and my stepson Dane walked in there, and then we walked out, and we both stopped at the same time, just looked. And I said, why'd you stop? He goes, did you see that? I said,
see what?
Yeah, I think so.
Talk to me.
Well, what we both saw is people dressed like 1920s, and they were hovering about maybe a foot above the ground, like they were just on a different plane. And there were women with like umbrellas, and they were just walking along, tra la la. And it was just a fleeting instant. We both saw it at the exact same time.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And
whoa.
Yeah. And we both explained or described this one lady.
Yeah.
And it was
like the same.
It was the exact same. Huh. So that was kind of weird. Yeah. So I've always had this thing, as they talk about, different dimensions, and parallel universes, because I love that stuff. But you think about it, it's like, we're here, another dimension's over there, another dimension's over there, or something like that. Or they're just next to each other. I don't think so. I think they're on top of each other.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I honestly think.
Sometimes they fall?
No, I don't know if they fall, but or maybe they kind of...
They just cross?
Yeah. For some, maybe those people were coming out of Airmonies too.
Yeah, something right.
Or a bakery or whatever it was, or a butcher that was there maybe in 1915 or something.
Yeah.
But you see what I mean? It could be anything.
Yeah. No,
But at that point, I was thinking, okay,
something.
universes are like this.
Maybe, yeah. Who knows?
I don't know.
But my grandfather, who passed away, he had pancreatic cancer, and now that I'm older, he was only like in his mid-50s. He was so young. Of course, at the time I was a kid and I thought he was an old man, but looking back, I can't believe how young he was. But he always had this thing. My grandmother always had like all of her knickknacks and her tchotchkes. Like we had a living room at their house that we weren't allowed to walk through. Like it was like the living room where like you entertain people.
Yeah,
sure.
Kids are not allowed in this room. Like you can look at it.
Still had the plastic on the
yeah,
seats, right?
yeah, exactly. It was one of those, and that's where the organ was. It was all very prim and proper. So my grandfather would go around and screw with my grandmother, and he would just like turn things around.
Yeah.
After he died, things were still being turned around, and my grandmother would be like, "Who did this? Who turned?" Because she thought we were all messing with her, and nope,
Nobody
things
did
were
anything,
still being turned around even after he died.
How about you? You ever like out of the corner of your eye see something, or not even drunk?
No, you see less than.
No, you normally see more of everything.
No, I can't say that I've ever had that.
No.
Oh, it's freaky when you do see stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sleeping, I mean, sometimes, you have a quick dream or something, and there's, somebody in the dream that, and it's not like it's a stranger, it's a family member that's gone, but other than that, no.
That happens to me a lot. Just last night or this morning, whenever my niece, who passed away a little over a year ago, almost 2 years ago now.
What kind of cocktail did you take last night?
I did. It worked really well. But she popped up very quickly in one of my dreams last night, and I was like, "Where did that come from?" And
maybe you were thinking about it.
I
mean, you never know how the subconscious works, right? You know, and
it was really weird.
I've had what I ask is like, have you ever had any dreams that were like very specific, where you saw somebody and they're talking to you? Where I've had that.
I get those a lot, and in color. Like I have very vivid dreams.
They say you actually do dream in color, where the whole thing about dreaming like in black and white is kind of like a.
I mean, I do that too, but yeah, I mean, I tend to have pretty vivid dreams, but like you said, with insomnia, I tend to take a lot of supplements. And
you're talking about natural stuff like valerian root, right?
Yeah.
Natural.
I have everything from melatonin right up to Ambien and everything in between. So
Kathy's cocktail.
And I have to.
We shouldn't talk about that.
And I have to use a different cocktail every night. I mean, what works last night might not work tonight. So I do
3 nights in a row, probably not.
Exactly. Right? So I have to
tonight. It just might be straight scotch.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I don't do alcohol. That doesn't work. No. But yeah, I mean, with all the stuff I take,
even fireball. We tried.
Oh Jesus. But yeah, even with all the stuff I take, the dreams can be very vivid.
Yeah,
definitely. I'm sure that has something to do with it. But
go ahead. Well, they say that stuff, like the Lunestas and the Ambiens and all that stuff, really can bring that out even more. You can have some real crazy dreams too. I used it a few times. I never had that problem.
Yeah.
You know what really could do some damage is I do this a lot because it helps me fall asleep, but on YouTube, there are tons of videos, with things like theta beats.
Okay.
All right, THETA.
Okay.
And you it's very calm, and you just kind of drift off and stuff. But in the background, there's a like this rhythm. But what it does is supposedly it makes you lucid dream, and it does. It absolutely does.
Interesting.
And sometimes it's free. I've stopped using that one because it was like
spooky.
It was really wild. But theta beats, theta waves, and stuff. But then there are other things that you can use that are, on YouTube that are really pretty good. If I told you some, you'd be like, "What?"
Like a video of that babbling brook through the.
I do that all the time.
I'd be up peeing all night. You kidding?
No, you want to know something? I will use that one a lot, and the reason is because it brings me back to a part when I was like 3 years old.
Yeah,
and then we had a little babbling brook out in the backyard, and I remember that I would sneak off. How I didn't die, I don't know, but I would go in like about knee high, and the water was always crystal clear.
Mhm.
It was beautiful. I just remember it was cold, but not chilling
Mhm.
cold, right? And I would catch pollywogs.
Oh yeah.
Does
We used
anybody
to do
catch
that,
pollywogs anymore?
Most kids today probably don't even know what a pollywog
Fireflies.
is. Yeah.
Whole way to get them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. No, nowadays I tend to fall asleep to murder shows.
Oh my God, Rich, watch out! I'm telling you,
There's-
watch out.
On HBO Max, there's
Oh my
a
God.
series called Murder in the Heartland or something, and it's just I think I'm up. There's like 9 seasons of it, and that's what I fall asleep to.
Holy cow!
Oof.
Mm.
They're interesting.
God.
Yeah.
Thank God we didn't DM past the
Now you know why she
The
sleeps with a
business.
machete on her
Yeah,
side,
right.
right?
Dude,
No
really?
machete, just my dog. No
Yeah.
machete, just my dog.
I had a
On the
situation.
side, that thing's right up the middle. Who you kidding?
There's you, the machete, and Rich.
And the dog.
Rich is like,
Yeah,
you know,
the dog.
the
wants to
dog.
be all romantic, and you're going.
Don't try to move the dog. The dog will let you have it.
Yeah.
So I told you, like me, I had like dreaming. It was like lucid dreaming kind of thing. Well, I had a situation once where it wasn't even me. It was an old girlfriend of mine. Yeah. So I'm a huge Red Sox fan, right? And I can tell you this is 2004 that this happened. And we weren't even together anymore. Her name was Lisa. And we were not even together anymore. We hadn't been together for a year and a half. But we still, would text happy birthday, Merry
Mhm.
Christmas, niceties like
Yep.
that, right? So one day I'm at work and I get a message, call me. Okay. And I thought, oh my God, did something happen? Because I really liked your kids and stuff. And I'm like, oh shit. I called her. Where are you? I'm at work. Can I come down and have lunch with you? Why?
Yeah,
was
like,
my
what's
first-
going on?
Why?
Yeah, what's happening here?
And she goes, I'll tell you when I get there. She goes, what time? I said, I don't know, 12:30. Okay,
Right.
fine. So there was a McDonald's in the plaza that I was at. So we went over to the McDonald's and we're sitting there and I'm like, what? And then she just looks at me and goes, did Babe Ruth like hot dogs? And I went, oh my God. And I looked at her. I said, "Have you gone full
what
Goose
is
Bozo right now?
Right.
What is? You came down here to ask me if Babe Ruth liked hot dogs
And made a big deal out of it.
And
Like
made a
something
big
was
deal
wrong,
about
right?
it.
Yeah.
right?" And I'm like, "Ooh!" And I thought, and first thought is like, oh, she's going off the deep end.
Yeah.
Something's going on here. And I said, yeah, very much so. He had kids run for him during the game to get him hot dogs. I said, is that it? We done?
Yeah, right. Can I
You
go
know?
back to work now?
She goes, no. I went, okay. I said, I'm assuming there's more to the story here. Otherwise, I'm thinking you're off your rocker.
Yeah.
Because you could have asked me this on the phone
Yeah.
or looked it up.
Or Google, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, I went, well, tell me the story. And she said to me, she goes, all right. She goes, you know how I never dream? And that was the joke between her and I, is that she didn't dream at night. We would, if I would stay at her house or something like that, it would be like, okay, sweet dreams.
Yeah.
I don't, sure, whatever. And that was a thing. And she goes, I had a dream. I went, what? And that kind of and I said, okay. And she goes, it was your mother. I'm like, my mother? What the
hell?
She never met my mother. My mother had passed.
Oh my God.
Right. And then I mean, there were things that, I would talk about my mom and stuff like that, just, in conversation and stuff, but I didn't share a whole lot. And she said, yeah, it was your mom. And she was sitting at the top of the Green Monster at Fenway Park. with her legs dangling off the side. And she was sitting there with Babe Ruth.
What?
Yeah. This is a true story.
Oh my God.
Still waiting for where the hot dogs come into
I
this.
know.
Yeah.
They were eating hot dogs.
Yeah, right.
So, and I said, okay, now this story's getting weirder to me because now it's my
She never met
mother,
your
Right.
mother,
Yeah.
right? Who
Yeah.
she never met. And then
Probably
she
didn't care about Babe Ruth either, but
well, my mother was a big Red Sox fan.
Okay.
She was a big Red Sox fan. She was the one that actually got me, but I don't think she knew that my mother was a big Red Sox fan. I mean, she could have, but so anyway, next thing I know, she goes, "Yeah, Babe Ruth told your mom that he would give up hot dogs for her pot roast." And my mother made a kick-ass pot roast.
Oh my God.
But here is the real kicker. He said to her in the dream, this is he said, especially the brown potatoes.
What are the
and she would have had no clue.
No clue.
Huh.
So in my head, I'm thinking we would all rave about somehow the potatoes were brown.
Oh,
because,
in the crock pot?
Right, because they would absorb the juice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we would specifically say brown potatoes. I never told her that story.
No, why would you?
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
That never came up.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, this is real now.
Yeah.
Or as real as,
Yep.
And I said, okay. And then she said, and then he turned around and looked at her and said, don't worry. The curse is over. This is the Red Sox year.
Oh my, you just gave me chills. I'm
not even kidding you.
And that's when they won the World Series.
So anyway, at this point, they were down to the Yankees 3-0 in the American League Championship Series. There's never been a team that has come back from 3-0 and win 4 in a row to take that. The Red Sox won 4 in a row.
Wow.
And a couple and game and the third win there was some sort of divine intervention, that happened. I don't know if Big Papi sold his soul or something, but serious.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, and I told her, I said, Lisa, no team has ever come back 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, and moved on to the World Series.
Yeah.
She said they won't lose another game. And I went, no, she's not psychic.
Yeah,
she's not or
just based on a dream. Yep.
Just based on the dream. They went 4-3. They won 4 in a row against the Yankees. Knocked the Yankees out. Never happened in history.
Yep.
And then they went to sweep the St. Louis Cardinals 4 games in a row. And I'm like, why did I not put down a couple of $100?
Yeah, right.
If I could have been a millionaire 10 times over.
Sure, the odds would have been crazy.
What are the odds?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And then I would have been investigated. Like, how did you know?
Right,
you must be Pete Rose.
Well, you see, my mom was talking to Babe Ruth in my ex-girlfriend's dream.
Eating hot dogs on a big monster.
Eating hot dogs, Eating hot dogs.
Yeah.
They would have put you
DraftKings would have said, no, I don't know what.
Bring the jacket.
Yeah.
Right.
That is a true story.
Wow.
That is a true, I mean, it's a true story as far as what she told me.
Yeah.
There's no way.
No
way she would have said, and the funny thing is, she was a big Yankees fan.
Wow.
Lisa is a big, and we always not fought, but, argued back and forth,
Wow.
But she was going to convert me, to be honest.
No, that ain't happening.
That ain't happening.
Yeah, that's quite a story.
Yeah.
I mean, that I do believe some of those things, spirits and things like that exist. I mean, I've seen it myself.
People, so, listen, I know people that have gone to. You remember in Mellish there was a psychic Pat Gagliardo.
Yeah.
All right, so I never participated in none of that. But my brother and his buddies have. Cheryl's done it to different psychics around. And I remember my brother with one of his friends going to Pat Gagliardo. My brother went. They all went, but they got individual seats. And my brother came out of there and told me afterwards, he says, she told me shit that nobody would have known. Nobody.
Yeah.
He says it was crazy. He said, I don't know. He said, I just don't know what to say.
I've been to, there was one in particular that I went to, and I was one of those very skeptical, like, yeah, whatever, I'll go in and listen to whatever they have to say. And
she got weird, like her eyes stopped rolling and crap. It was really crazy when she started getting herself into it. And the stuff that she put out there was like 100% on the money.
Yeah. No, this person did the same thing. Said stuff that there would be no way of them knowing about. And it's
crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, how does that happen? There's got to be some sort of intervention at that point, right?
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
I think it's really odd. But
I
anyway,
don't know if I'd want to take the chance on knowing things that I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's, you run the risk when you go to them people. Although they do ask, do you want to hear the bad? Do you want to hear the good?
Right.
I mean, you do separate it out, but even still, I mean, maybe the good isn't something you want to hear either. I don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I would want to, have a psychic tell me something. Then I'd be like scared and worried.
Right.
Yeah.
About
like
things.
Right.
When's it coming? Exactly.
Am
I going to hit by a car? What's going to happen? Right.
Yep.
All right. So that was an interesting conversation, actually. Just want to go ahead and review a couple of things that's like happening in our community, like tomorrow. For example, it's a resource day and hygiene drive at CIREC in Norwich. They're right next to Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank on Town Street.
Yeah. Yep.
Right, and there's and it's ironic that they're right next to a liquor store.
Yeah,
but I digress.
Yeah.
It's funny. As I was talking to the director, Mark Irons, and he said they're a wonderful partner.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with liquor stores.
Yeah,
it's nothing like that. Yep. It's just whatever.
I think that's West Town, right?
Hill,
that's West
Town.
Yeah, West Town Street.
It is West.
Yep.
So that is that's tomorrow. It's going to be from 1 to 4 p.m. and they'll have mouthwash, toothpaste, toothbrushes, floss, that kind of stuff available just to kind of hand out. So they're going to provide these. So if you're in need of any of these items, show up there tomorrow.
Personal hygiene day, right?
Yeah, 1 and 4, and they will be glad to give you what they have. So anyway, it's tomorrow 1 to 4 in Norwich. Very good. Very good.
Today at 4:00 here in Griswold is the United Way food distribution at the town garage on 138, starting at 4:00.
Okay. Now, from what I understand, you got to get there early.
I mean, yeah, they try not to have people line up too early, but people line up early.
How early do they line up?
I don't know. I really don't know when they first start lining up, but I mean, it starts at 4. I would say, there's a good line at like 3:45. I mean, already.
They don't run out though, right?
No, there have been times that they've run out. Yeah, I've been there volunteering and they've run out. And then
I would hate to be the one that's like, sorry, we're what? I have 6 kids.
And that's happened, unfortunately. But we try to do what we can for them, and
you get so many more people at that one. I used to do the one when I was working the mobile food truck when it used to go to Aquanic School up in Tathel once a month. I used to work that, and people you had to walk in and take whatever you wanted. I mean, but they never ran out. But we didn't have the volume of people. I mean, a busy night would be 70 people.
Oh, geez.
80 people maybe.
Yeah, we're up there.
That was busy.
Yeah, up there. It's been a couple months since I've been able to volunteer just because of work. But up there, like I'd say on average, 225, 250.
Wow.
And those are number of families.
Yeah.
They keep a clicker counter.
Yep.
But there's a lot. Sometimes they run out. Doesn't happen often. Sometimes we run out of certain things, but we have other things, so we usually give extra of those other things toward the end because we just want to get rid of it all.
You used to get to walk around the truck, whatever was on both sides of the truck. We were told ahead of time they could have 4 of these, or up to 3 of these, or up to 6 of these, whatever it was.
Also, another note, just so you know that if you haven't already been aware, Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank has merged with Guilford Savings Bank, and they will actually right now it's already Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, a part of Ascend Bank, ASCEND.
Ascend.
Now, as I believe the date is September 1st, where everything will be switched over.
Ascend.
Everything will be Ascend Bank, and Guilford Savings Bank and Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank will be as one. So that will be, and I guess from what I understand too is as long as if you already have an account with Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, your routing number is not going to change.
Nothing
It
changes.
should all remain
I went
the
through it
same.
with Connecticut Community Credit Union with Core Plus, and now Core Plus is merging with Ledgelight, I believe, right?
I wasn't aware.
Ledgelight is now, that's already a different.
That's different.
Ledgelight was taken over by Scient
All right, so I think
years ago.
But I believe Core Plus is looking to merge again with somebody else. I thought it was Ledgelight.
Yeah, because I had Ledgelight
let me
years
see if
ago.
I
I
can
just switched
find
over
out.
to Scient, SCIENT.
Right. Which was, I think, the Pfizer Credit Union.
Yep.
Scient.
It is Scient.
Yeah, it says Core. Now, let me make sure this is even.
Core Plus and Scient. Yeah.
Well, I want to make sure it's
that's
something that is not like 6 years ago.
No.
Of course, there's no date, but
No, that was wicked convenient. Working at Pfizer, it was literally right on site.
Sure.
We just go over there, get your loans, get your whatever. It was all right there.
Yep.
Great.
So Scient, you are correct. So anyway, but hey, good conversation today, guys.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for commenting and getting involved and stuff. We love that because it gives us a reason to feel relevant. No, it's good if anybody has any points or comments that you want to make, and we can go ahead and comment off that directly and actually talk to you as you are there in real time. And I don't think there's any other show / podcast that does that.
Not usually,
anything,
no. It's usually all planned
Usually
out.
just stuff going out. That's it, right?
Yeah. I mean, we have some sort of groundwork, when we start, but
yeah. But I mean, like guests and things are usually or people that call in are usually pre-planned and all that. I like the off-the-cuff kind of stuff.
Absolutely. So, Rich, thank you very much.
Anytime.
Right, Kathy, thank you for being late. And
no, thanks for being Kathy.
Kathy, yeah, that's it. And we will see you once again Monday morning. Paul will be here, and I believe Wayne, and it might be. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
No, we got to.
Who?
We got to. There, it can't go yet.
Oh, okay.
There are a couple of things that happened that I want to go ahead and.
I don't think any information is out there.
Well, yes, there is.
Oh,
I got it.
He dug into the back door on this.
Yeah. So the DTC had their nominations or endorsements last night. So I will tell you this, that the Democratic Town Committee endorsed Tina Falk for first selectman. Matt Danieluk for selectman.
I've seen that name.
Rich Grabowski and Mark DePonte for the Board of Finance.
Oh, okay.
Terry Kaliva, Eileen Ego, and Kim Nielsen for Board of Education.
Okay.
So there's some new names there. Which is really good. I mean, it's good to see new names.
Absolutely.
And like Kim Nielsen, I don't remember seeing her name. I mean, I'm aware of who Kim is, but I've never seen her name thrown in the hat. For same thing with Eileen Ego.
Yep. I know Eileen. I used to play basketball with her years and years ago.
And I'm not sure about Terry Kaliva. I don't know.
Terry Kaliva. Yep. She's.
No, I know. I'm aware who she is, but I don't.
I don't know if she's in. I don't know if she's involved or what she's involved in right now.
Matt Danieluk. So
that last name sounds very familiar.
He's a coach. He's a real estate agent.
Okay.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Really nice guy.
I'm trying to think of where I know that name from.
I'll be calling you anyway, Matt, because football season's coming up. But he's a basketball coach. He coaches for NFA, which is one. He's a good guy. So those are for the Democratic Town Committee. Now, on the Republican side, you're doing yours on Monday, right? So are you in Monday with us here?
Monday morning?
I usually do Tuesday, but... That could be a problem.
Monday. So if you come in Monday,
Yep.
and you get endorsed, you and Wayne.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I only do this for selectmen and first selectmen.
Yep.
That'll be the end of your run here, unless you lose. Then you welcome back
With a pay raise.
Yeah, that's right. I'll give you a quadruple.
Okay.
Of what you're making now. Yeah. So welcome back,
10
Mr.
times
Canova.
nothing is still nothing.
Yes. I don't know why you're complaining. Talk to our HR director right there.
Yeah.
I try. She can't even get up in the morning.
Jamie just said Kim Nielsen has always been super involved with the Grizzle High School PTO.
Great.
Which I know she has. I see her over there like at basketball games, selling like pizza and food and stuff like that. She's always involved. I know.
Good.
When they had a pizza restaurant or they had a restaurant, they would bring stuff in and they would just donate it. And, they would sell it. So, yeah, that is true. So,
we need people like that.
So if you want to come Monday, unless you,
sure,
then I'll be stuck with this.
Wow. Wow. Stuck with this.
Well, let me even see if I can make it on Monday.
No. I mean, I know because we'll have Paul Lash.
Yeah.
But this could be the end of the co-hosts, known Rich Canova and Wayne Malin.
The new crew: Kathy, Paul, Jim Barney.
Yeah, I talked to Jim yesterday.
Quite a crew.
There's actually a couple other people in the works. So, yeah. So, but I gotta have somebody.
See how it goes.
So, but if it would be nice if you came in, because that could be the last hurrah for a bit, whatever. So,
true.
Yeah, because I just think it's conflict of interest. I think you understand that. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, all right. So we'll be back with Monday, the Monday show, and hopefully we'll have some info. We won't have any information on the endorsements for the Republican Town Committee.
Tuesday morning.
Yeah.